Hi, welcome to our Strong Warrior class. This class is designed to focus on strength a little bit more. So when we're practicing yoga, there's three physical elements that we work with, and that's strength, balance and flexibility. And we want all of those to be pretty even. So it's no good to have loads of flexibility and not much strength. Also not good to have loads of strength and not much flexibility. So we want to sort of balance all of this out. So it's a good balanced class, but there is a bit of focus on strength and also a bit of flow to help keeping that energy moving around. So I hope you enjoy it. Let's make a start. So just come into a comfortable sitting position like me, or however you're comfortable. We'll take the hands out to the sides. We'll inhale up. Just pause for a moment at the top. Turn the palms out, exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Do one more, breathing in. And exhale down. Good. All right, let's bring the legs out in front, feet. Just a little bit of warming up through the joints, so arms out. Let's start to rotate wrists around in one direction and also ankles. And back in the opposite direction. And back to centre. All right, coming to stag legs. So legs like this. Okay, bring your hands behind. I'm just going to rock back, keep the feet as they are, and rock back. That's it. Come back to knee. Come back again. Back to the front. It might suit you to bring your ankle up to the outside of the knee. If it doesn't, just keep doing what we were. And you roll on that back foot. And forward. And back. And forward. Release that foot. And take your, so if you're mirroring me, you're going to take your right hand out to the side, sweep the left across, come up onto the knees, inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. One more, inhale up and hold for a few breaths. Come down, good work. Let's swap sides. Hands back, legs out. All right, hands behind as we take the knees up and over to the front, to the back, to the front. If it suits, ankle up. Roll on that back foot. One more. Good work. Release that foot. So your left arm out to the side and sweeping up. And sweep the arm down. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Breathing in. Hold. And release back down. Good. Come forward. I'm going to come into a squat on the toes. So I want you to tuck the toes, bring the balls of the big toes and heels together, and come up. If you can, you're welcome to leave the hands on the floor or find a point of balance and bring the hands into prayer. and release down. And bring yourself into table position. It's on the hands and knees, nice and stacked, core activated. Let's extend the right leg out to the back. And the left arm. Get that right big toe dialed down. I'm going to draw the elbow to the knee, so come across the body, the centre, and inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Bring that hand down. We're going to cross the right leg across the body, tuck the toes, look back at the tucked toes. And look back to centre, draw that leg all the way to the side, plant the sole of the foot, left foot goes flat, come back to sit on the heels, keep the arms reached out in front. And let's move through this a couple of times. So inhale up with a round back, bring the shoulders over the wrists, and then come back to sit. Inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale back to hold. Let's come back up, tuck the back foot, and come back to table position. Left leg extended out. Right arm, nice steady drishti. Strong at the centre and reaching out long. Now let's bring the elbow to the knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hand down. Cross across the body. Look at the tucked toes. Feel the opening through the left side body. Now let's come all the way around to the side. Flat right foot, come back to sit on the heels. Let's inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. And exhale back to hold. Now let's come up, tuck the back foot, and bring that leg all the way back. And we're back to table position. Take the hands, half a hand, print forward, and bring yourself up to double dog. Take yourself a little walk. And back to centre. And let's walk those feet all the way up to the hands. Keep a nice bend in the legs as we inhale all the way up. And exhale all the way back down. Half lift, breathe in. And release. Step your right leg back and hold it there. Drop the knee down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come up and hold. We're going to step back to full plank and come into side plank. If you prefer to stay on the knees, feel free. So whichever side you want to turn to first. Keep raising that upper hip up towards the ceiling, pushing the floor away with the lower hand. Feet can be stacked or staggered. Let's come back to center. And we'll move to the other side. Come back to center. Let's drop the knees and slowly lower down. So shoulders over wrists, elbows in. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Bring yourself up to Sphinx pose. So really digging the elbows in. If it suits your back, digging the elbows in, reaching your chest forward. Pushing the top of the feet into the floor. If you're okay with the little back bends, this Sphinx pose can be really quite dynamic. Arms out, come back all the way to wide-legged child's pose. Knees are wide, big toes together. And make your way back through to downward dog. I want you to raise the right leg. And we're going to step all the way through. Turn the back foot and make your way to warrior two. Just holding for a moment. Gain a lot of strength from our warriors. Flip the front palm, reach up for that reverse. We're going to make our way towards fallen triangle. So we're going to windmill all the way down. Flip to the back foot. We're coming back to downward dog. Raise the right leg. Right knee comes to a right elbow. Inhale. Right knee comes to the opposite elbow. Take that leg out, side of the foot. Plant the right hand. Open out to fallen triangle. And hold. Come back to downward dog. Take yourself for a bit of a walk. Back to center. I'm going to raise the left leg and step all the way forward. Turn the back foot. Draw your warrior's bow. Hold it, let the shoulders relax. Equal weight between the feet. And then your chest is facing towards me, not to the side, to me. Flip the front palm, let's come back for reverse. Back. We're going to windmill down, ready for fallen triangle. Left hand, right hand, coming back to downward dog. Raise your left leg, left knee to left elbow. Inhale. Left knee to right elbow. Straighten the leg, side of the foot. Let's come up. Push that up hip. Push the floor away with the left hand. And let's come back through to downward dog. Walk it out. Good work. Take the feet about as wide as your mat. And let's come back, turn the feet out a little. And come back to your wide-legged squat. Hands in prayer. And pushing the knees gently out. hands to the floor. And we're going to lift up. So just keep the feet where they are. And just come into a forward fold. Keep the hands connected to the floor as we come back down to our squat. So we'll do that a few times with the breath. Inhaling as we rise. Exhale as we come down. Inhale. Exhale. We'll do one more. Inhale. Let's just hold it here. And walk it out. So walking yourself back through to downward dog. Raise your right leg, three-legged dog. Step through. Come up to a high lunge. We're going to step through a few times. So with that back leg, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale up and hold, and grab that front knee. With that left hand, we're going to draw it back to the left hip as we just gently open that chest out for a little twist and take that arm back. If you like, you can pistol grip, so index and finger to the inside of the big toe. You can extend that leg out. Or you might just like to have hold of the knee here. Bring that arm down, back to the knee. Release back to that high lunge. Good work. And let's come back down. So we come back to downward dog. Let's bring ourselves down to plank position and move through a flow, whichever way you want. And back to downward dog. Left leg raises up, three-legged dog. Stepping all the way through. Coming up for high lunge. Ready for the step through, so right leg, let's bring it up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up and hold. Grab the knee, option one. Option two, slide the right hand back and extend your right hand out. Or pistol grip the big toe and extend out. Release, grab the knee and step yourself back. High lunge. Good work. Bring yourself back, that back foot back, and then all the toes to me. Turn the toes out at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Just come down, a little bend in the legs, and we'll bend that left leg and just start nice and high. So we're just going to connect that arm to the inner knee, just gently pushing it out. Feeling a really nice stretch through this inner leg here. Come back over to the other side. Coming back to the other side, you can stay high like we are here, or you might want to bring all of your weight over onto the ball of that foot. Flex this other foot, hands can stay on the floor if you want. Or you might find your balance, hands can stay in prayer or out. Release hands down, come back through center and all the way to the other side. Foot flexed, Take your choice with your hands. Back to centre. Come back through centre, turn the feet parallel. We're coming into wide-legged forward bend, breathing in. And breathe, lower down. Maybe drawing the fingertips in line with the toes. Let's straighten up. I'm going to turn that left foot back. Turn the right foot so we're back into a lunge here. Alright, let's step forward and inhale all the way up. Swan dive down. Stay here for a moment, palms of the hands on the back of the lower legs, draw the body in close. And release, inhale. We're just working towards a half moon pose here. If you do like to use a block for your half moon, you might want to grab it now and just have it in front of your mat. And release. Step the right leg back. Plank position. Move through your flow, whichever way suits. Raise the right leg. Stepping forward. We're going to turn the back foot, come into our warrior two. I'm just going to move back a bit on my mat. Reverse with the front palm, reach up. Just breathe into that space you're creating above the right hip. Warrior two. Through the easy side angle. Bring your left hand down your hip. Look down past your right foot, preparing for half moon. Stepping forward. Upper foot flexed. Just holding this pose, gathering some strength and balance as well. Flexibility, all three elements coming into this pose here. If any of you would like to move into sugar cane pose, bending the upper leg and drawing it out away from the body, feel free. Let's release and step back. Warrior two. We're going to step forward, back to Tadasana, ready to do the other side. Let's inhale. Exhale. Half lift. And release. Step your left leg back. Plank position. Move through your flow as it suits. You might want to drop the knees. Back to downward dog. Let's raise the left leg, nice and controlled. Stepping forward. Turn the back foot, drawing warrior two. Whew, don't know why I wore a long sleeve top, I'm getting pretty hot. Let's find reverse. All the way way through to easy side angle. Just rest that left arm, make sure the palm's facing up. Bring that upper hand back to the hip, looking down. Just going to shimmy back a bit. Make sure I'm in the camera. I'm going to step into our half moon. So as you're ready, feel free to keep your gaze down or look out, whatever suits. You can do sugar cane if you want, or just hold the pose. Release. And stepping back to warrior two. Hands back to hips, toes to knee. Turn them out again. Coming into another round of asana. Bend the legs, hands to the floor. Bend your left leg. Nice high one to start. Over to the other side. When we come over this time, you might want to do what we did coming up onto that foot, or maybe you've got the flexibility through your foot to have it flat on the floor. I'm going to have a fair bit of flexibility through the Achilles area. So just, if you are doing that, bring the hands into prayer and hold for a full skandasana or a skater's pose. Let's release and come over to the other side. So 3 options. Option 1, option 2, or option 3. Doesn't suit everybody. Release and come back through center. Spin yourself back around to the front as we come back into plank position. And move through one more flow. I'm just going to drop my knees. Let's come back to wide-legged child's pose. You raise the head, walk the hands back, bring the knees together, make sure heels are out, and big toes are touching. And from here, lifting the knees, pushing the hands into the floor. Doesn't suit everybody, stay down if you need to. But if you feel okay, keep the knees up, hands into prayer and hold. And release back down. Good work. Alright. So let's come into dolphin pose. So coming down, start with your genie arms, one in front of the other. And leaving the elbows as they are, bring the hands out. And interlace. And we're going to just lift the knees, well, just like in a downward dog, but on the forearms. And you can hold that, look back between the knees and stay there, or you can go for a swim, look forward, and the head past the hands, and back up. And forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up and hold. Drop the knees, bring yourself back into classic child's pose. And slowly curl back up. Alright, so we're going to come and sit now. Cross the ankles. Come back over. And the soles of the feet together. Hold the ankles. Let the elbows just rest, forearms on the legs, and we'll just go for a little rock from side to side. And coming back to centre. Alright, let's grab hold of the feet and come up into a butterfly balance. So maybe getting the feet up about chest level. If you like, index and middle finger around the big toe. I'm going to do one leg at a time. So left leg first, let's take it out. And in. Out. And in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now if you want, keep pushing the chest out, avoiding that rounding through the back. So if you look at me from the side, you want to avoid this. You want to really keep that nice straight back. And if you can manage, take both legs out and hold. If you want a bit of a challenge, bring the legs up towards each other. And out. And in. And out. Coming into hold. And out. And bend. And release. Well done. So let's just bring the soles of the feet together and away from the body, so you make a nice diamond shape with the legs. So heels aren't close, they're a bit further away from the body. I'm walking the hands through underneath the ankles and just letting the head rest down towards the feet. Right, slowly curl up. Good work. We're going to come down to line our back now, so get yourself ready. If you've got a block, that will be handy. If you haven't, maybe just grab, could be a cushion and maybe some books or something. Maybe just a flat cushion to put on top of the book so it's not so hard on the lower back. And then when you're ready, just come down gently to line the floor. Let's just start by drawing the knees to the chest and giving the back a nice little rock from side to side. And back to centre. Take the feet to the floor, ankles are stacked onto the knees, arms down the side of the body, palms down. We're going to do a few bridge rolls. So let's raise the hips up. As we do that, breathe the arms up as well. Back of the hands touch the floor. And then we lower down, trying to get the hands and the hips to touch the floor at the same time. A few more like that. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. This time, let's just raise the hips up. Inhale. And walk up onto the shoulders a little bit more. Try not to let the knees splay out. And just holding and really squeezing the glutes. Feeling that strength through the back. You're creating, and that chin up towards the chest. Getting a lot of the same benefits, stimulating the thyroid as we do in shoulder stand. Let's slow down for a moment. And come up and hold again. Let's inhale, raising up. You can hold, you can this time bring the hands together, locked underneath the body, or you might like to, if you've got the height, bring the heel of the hand under the body, so you've got the fingertips out, and hold the pose here. Let's release. All the way down. Well done. Nice counter pose for that. It's happy baby pose. So let's move into that. Grab the outside of the feet. Draw the legs wide and draw them down the outsides of the body. Let's release the feet back down to the floor. Take the arms out wide. Take the feet as wide as your mat. Let's breathe in. Exhale, both knees to the right hand side. Hold it there. Might feel okay for you to bring the arms up above the head. Give you a bit more stretch, and maybe the right foot to the outside of the left knee. And they're just options. If they don't feel right for you, just keep the arms out. Or release the foot. You take your gaze to the opposite direction. And release back through the centre, breathe in. And exhale to the left hand side. Bring the foot up if you like. Raise the arms up if you like. Just make sure it feels right for you. Release. Release. Legs back up. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a little rock from side to side. And then hug the legs, draw the forehead in towards the knees, make yourself a nice little ball. Release back down. A good rock if you like. Place it underneath the lower back, so maybe just on the low level. And just stretch the legs out. Doesn't suit everyone, you might want to keep the legs bent. Just see how it feels for you. Bend the legs, remove the block, roll the back onto the floor. And bringing yourself into Shavasana, stretching the legs out. Just let the toes roll out to the sides, arms are away from the body, palms facing up. Just connecting to the flow of the breath. Feeling the belly rise and fall in response to the breath. Feel your body grounded on the floor, feel the connections between the heels. calf muscles, back of the upper legs, buttocks, lower back, middle back, upper back, back of the arms and hands, back of the neck, whole spine on the centre of the back of the head. Just feeling that connection, all those points connected, making you feel grounded, anchored. And from that anchor point, feeling the belly rise. And fall. This is the breath in. This is the breath out. You can stay there as long as you like in Shavasana. Or you can bend the legs, roll onto your right side, and slowly pick yourself up to a sitting position. Thank you for joining us for today's class. I hope it shifted some energy and created some strength in your body. And bring your thumbs to the eyebrow centre. Namaste. Thank you.